Hello, it's me. So this year's World Cup final was an instant classic. Argentina versus France, Messi versus... It really had everything. Drama, controversy, skill, athleticism, brilliant goals, and ultimately, a penalty shootout. And although Messi got the accolades for winning his first World Cup, it was hard not to be impressed by the wunderkind that is... Let's talk about it. Now, before I get into this, I just want to thank all of you who took the time out to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are helping me out tremendously, so thanks so much. But now, let's get into this. The 2022 World Cup final will go down in history as one of the greatest ever played. The match seemed to have every possible plot twist. 2 red cards, 2 late goals, a missed penalty, extra time, heroics, and ultimately a penalty shootout. In the end, Argentina won 4-2 on penalties after a 3-3 draw. But the game was really a team effort, with forwards Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez leading the charge for Argentina, and forwards Kylian and Marcus Thuram leading the way for France. But ultimately, it was Messi who lifted the trophy and was named player of the match. In the 23rd minute, Messi put Argentina ahead when he slotted home a penalty after Ousmane Dembele tripped Julian Alvarez in the box. And it was no surprise that Messi stepped up to take the spot kick. After all, he's one of the best penalty takers in football history, and he didn't disappoint. But this was not how the match would stay. And 6 minutes later, it was 1-1, as got on the score sheet with a powerful finish from close range. And then in the 54th minute, it looked like Argentina were back in front, as Messi played a clever 1-2 with Angel Di Maria before rounding the goalkeeper and sliding into an empty net. And the celebrations were wild, as Argentina thought they had taken the lead. However, the assistant referee raised his flag, ruling out the goal for offside. Now replays showed that there was no doubt that Messi was in an offside position, but he wasn't involved in the play as Dembele played a poor pass across his own box. And somehow the linesman got sucked in and made the wrong call. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because this was one of those matches where if you score an offside goal, you probably won't celebrate. And this was one of those matches because both teams were going at each other's throats. And you could tell that there was definitely more goals coming in this match. But the third goal wouldn't come until extra time, as Argentina went back in front in the 108th minute through substitute Julian Alvarez. Now the goal came after a flowing team move, which started from a Messi pass over the top and ended with Alvarez poking the ball past the unrushing goalkeeper. And at that point, it looked like Argentina had done enough to secure the win. But France had other ideas, as 8 minutes later completed his hat-trick with another close-range finish, and once again, the whole stadium erupted, this time with French cheers as the young forward wheeled away in celebration. Now, extra time finished 3-3, and we went straight to penalties, and both teams were fairly composed in a shootout. Kingston Coleman and Aurelien Tchouameni saw their penalties saved by Emilian Martinez. But Argentina also missed a penalty when striker Paulo Dybala's effort was kept out by a sprawling Hugo Lloris. However, both teams scored their next 2 penalties, and suddenly it was down to the wire with the score at 3-3, and it was up to Montiel to convert the winning penalty. He stepped up and sent Lloris the wrong way to send the Argentina players and fans into raptures. Now, while Messi was understandably the star of the show, winning his first World Cup and being named player of the tournament, there were plenty of other great individual performances throughout the competition, and one player who really caught the eye was France's Kylian. The Paris Saint-Germain forward scored 8 goals during the tournament, including 3 in the final, to finish as the top scorer, and in doing so, he became only the 2nd player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final after England's Geoff Hurst in 1966. He's only the 4th player to score 8 goals in a single World Cup tournament, joining the likes of Eusebio Ronaldo and Messi, and he's the youngest player to reach 100 caps for France in 1955. And he's only the 2nd teenager to score in a World Cup final after Pele in 1958. He has been compared to Messi and Ronaldo for a few years now, but many feel that this performance alone puts him in a conversation as one of the best players in the world right now. The 24-year-old has won 3 League One titles, 2 Coupe de France trophies, and 1 FIFA World Cup with France. At this rate, he's already destined for greatness, and it'll be exciting to see what the future brings to him. Now, one of the biggest talking points after the final was the perceived slight from Messi towards during the medal ceremony. As seen in these images, Messi appeared to brush past as he walked to collect his winner's medal. But, according to reports from those present, there was nothing awkward between the two players, and Messi even embraced after collecting his winner's medal. Now, former Barcelona and Spain defender Gerard Piqué revealed that Messi actually tried to console Mbappé after the game. Piqué said, "I saw Messi speak to Mbappé for a long time after the game. He tried to encourage him, told him to lift his head up because he had done well. He was unlucky with some plays, but that happened. Leo was very respectful, and that's the sign of a great champion." Now, despite being on opposing sides, Messi and have a mutual respect for each other. Back in 2018, Messi praised performance for France as they won the World Cup, saying, "He's very fast, very quick, and he can dribble past several players. He scares you with his speed and skill. There's no easy way to stop him." And Messi also admitted, that is the future of world football. And when asked about after scoring his 700th career goal, Messi said, "I have the luck to play alongside him at Paris Saint-Germain and see him every day. He's spectacular. I enjoy watching him play. He's a different kind of player. What he does is incredible. I love seeing different styles of players, and he's one of those who I really enjoy watching. He's a generational player. We're lucky to see him and enjoy him. I hope he stays healthy. Keep your feet on the ground and keep going. He's already a superstar, and he can become even better." Now, after the 2022 World Cup final, Messi finally had something to say about the comparisons to Maradona and Pele. He said, "I suffered a lot. It hurts not just me, but my family, my friends, the whole team. I know that people say there are rivalries, but no, I always felt that they were different sports. They played in another era. Now there's social media, and you get opinions on everything, which isn't good. It's a different sport, another era. You can't do comparisons. Each era has its own stars. People should be happy with their own players without attacking others. But I understand that they're all looking for a spectacle and that grabs attention. That's why they speak. If it was up to me, I would keep quiet. I don't think anyone can handle this pressure." Of course, being no, Tane gives you that little extra responsibility. The truth is, I feel very proud, not just for me, but for my family, for everyone who supports me, for the entire team, and for our country. And that's all I have for this episode. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.